Don't know why I played the intro for They Talk Funny. This is the check-in show, episode 25, with Claudio, Capri, Don Xanklin, me, Paul Ash, and Mike Gamache. Welcome, everybody. There we are.
Hey.
How is everybody today?
Good. How about you?
I'm great.
I'm all right.
And Don?
Not bad. I feel like I just slid into home base, like just before the start.
Don is the one, no offense, Claudio, productive member of society.
Ouch. Lowered expectations.
Well, I'm no longer productive, but I was at one time.
Oh.
And I'm a never was. I'm only here for entertainment. That's all I do.
That has some value in life.
Some value. But Dawn is actually spending her lunch break with us. So
yes.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Dawn. Claudio, your work schedule is working out. This is, by the way, for anyone who's tuning in. I can see there's people tuning in. Welcome. Tell us.
Yes,
talk
welcome.
to us. Tell us where you're watching from.
Yeah.
How your day is going. Mike is retired. I work full time in entertainment. Well, sort of full time as full time as I can. I have a show tonight that I'm really happy with and really excited to be back. Don is not only a performer, but also has a day job. Claudio, you have day jobs.
Yeah, I have a day job. Yeah.
But how consistent is it? How many days a week are you working?
For now is it's 3 days a week, but mostly 2, but sometimes 3 days a week. So it depends on schedules.
Right. Cool. And do you want to tell us where you work?
I work. I'm a CIA agent. I go. I do.
He's an assassin. He's an assassin.
There was enough of an Italian accent on that I was like, I'm a CI me. You know.
CI me.
That's
yes.
what I was thought was coming. Just
I do things. No.
He does things. He knows things. Yeah. He does things.
I work at a cinema. There we go. So, but
you're working at a different cinema now, though.
No, the same one. I'm moving to a new one in I think it's either next month or in a month or two. I'm moving to a new one, to the VIP form. So I don't know exactly when that's. If so far it's I think it's a yes. So I'll have that answer as soon as I know it.
Cool. Good luck with that.
Nice.
Thank you.
But also on top of that, Claudio is you're doing what, 3 or 4 podcasts, or this is the 5th one?
2,
right?
Well, no, 2. I'm doing 2.
Wow.
Okay, you have trivia night. You have Dirty 4,
and
then you have Dirty 4 in French.
Dirty 4 in French. So we're just putting that on hold for now.
Okay.
Because we're not getting as much of an attraction as we have, so we're putting that on hold. So I'm focusing on the regular one, this one, and then movie trivia night.
Wow.
Which we changed it to movie night because we haven't been doing a lot of trivias lately. So we're just doing a Victoria and Claudio's movie night.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you also have your show at the Lord William Pub is coming back.
Yeah, that's right. So Saturday, that's coming back. Next Thursday, we have Dirty 4 open mic. And then, I'm going to say it here first, but I'm planning to do another show, which is obviously not going to be offbeat or Dirty 4, but it's a show that I want to run. Mm-hmm. But it might be monthly. I don't have any more details. I haven't figured out details. I'm like,
like comedy?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
nice.
I'm like, let me, you know what, because there's local comedians here who do a lot of their own shows, right? And everyone's telling me, Claudio, you should do your own show. I'm like, I'm not ready for that. No. And then the more I was thinking about it, I'm like, what if I ran like Claudio Capri comedy, like my own comedy page? Like, what if I also use that as a, as an Eventbrite page? And I'm like, maybe something once a month could happen. But that's all in talks. Like, I'll just, I need to get more confident in myself, and I want to see how a solo show works.
Yeah.
But as soon as that happens, I'll let everyone know. And
Have you got a venue yet?
No, that's the thing. Like,
I've
been toying around with the venue because I don't want to do it at the same venues as I do Offbeat or a Dirty Four. So I'm toying around with it, and now once I get a venue, I'm like, okay, this could be a possible thing. Yeah?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Start with the
All the best of luck in that.
Thanks. Well, I don't know if it's I'm just toying with the idea.
Oh yeah, but then you learn by doing too. So jumping
exactly.
in isn't a bad thing either.
Exactly. Well said.
Yeah.
And you said solo show, so just you as a one-man show?
No. What I meant. Okay, no. Sorry.
Without a co-producer.
Exactly. Without a
co-producer,
co-producer. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Exactly. We'll see how that goes. I like, I don't know if I should, just produce a show or just be part of the show. I'm I think it was like in a few weeks I want to go shop around to different venues and see what they say.
Are you still going to sort of be under the Sid Color umbrella in that respect?
I don't know yet.
Don't know yet? Okay.
I don't know
Just
yet.
to welcome to the new viewers. For the new viewers, just say hi in chat.
Yes, just definitely chime
knows,
in.
We might even bring you in on screen if it's somebody we know and trust.
Exactly. And how about everyone here? Like, besides Paul, you have your Vaudeville. Are there any other shows that you want to put on? Same thing with Mike and Don. And
yeah, me too. Like, all of this advice about just jumping in is the stuff I'm telling myself because this is the year. Yeah. I've done comedy for 4 years. Like, March was my comedy anniversary for 4, and it's time. And especially like for me, Paul mentioned I have a day job, but I've got, I'm also a mom, and I'm married, so I don't have a lot of time to go to a lot of places and sign up. So I thought, if I have a room, on days that I'm available, I can go and like practice hosting, work out new material, and then get different people to come on, and it can be great.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do it. I'm terrified, but
that's the beauty / downside of having your own room, is that it gives you on the positive side, it gives you control over how you set it up, and for yourself and for other people. On the downside, you're sort of like you're out in left field, and you have to promote it heavily so that you can gather a following. So everything sort of falls on you. So there's pluses and minuses to that approach.
There's one thing about running your own room and hosting it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to be responsible for the butts and seats. You have to be responsible for the lighting, for the sound, for all of that.
Headache.
And then concentrate to be in the moment for while you're hosting. I do recommend, not hosting each show.
I think
maybe
not
host
burning
1
out
or
would
4.
be a good thing.
Because if you wear too many hats,
and on top of that, when you're not concentrating on hosting, because hosting is important, you're going to be doing doing it less well, and that could affect whether or not people would feel about coming back to the show.
No, it's important for me to have a show with a really welcoming vibe, like a place that I would go watch content.
Yeah.
But
there are pitfalls too that people fall into when they produce and host a show, is that quite often some people just seem to, like, they think it's a showcase for them. And they take up so much room that the people who are on the show, the acts, they sort of like,
why are we here?
Exactly, type of thing.
I don't know about Don, but the three of us can attest to a show where that we were booked. We were told to be there at a certain time, and then the show would continually being delayed, which is frustrating to the audience, to the people who show up on time.
It was scheduled for an 8:00 start. Quite often it didn't start until 9:15, 9:30. It was ridiculous. So
Wow.
And then the host would do 20 to 30 minutes off the top on sometimes.
Yeah, and 5 minutes to 10 minutes between acts sometimes.
Every time?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
This
Well,
was
between acts was pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
He was probably the worst show I've ever worst host of a show I've ever had to deal with.
I won't say that.
Well, I can
I have more experience.
You have more experience. Okay, all right. Well, there you go. If you run
experience,
but Paul, if you run across a host that was worse than this guy, holy shit.
I was once introduced with the saying, this next act, I can't remember his name, but he looks like Howdy Doody.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So.
Oh my Lord.
I have very specific opinions about hosting. I don't know if it's because I used to do, I was in Toastmasters. And,
yes.
So I don't know if it's that whole non-comedy thing, but I'm looking at it going, and I noticed like some people are great at managing the energy. So if there's a weak act that's on before, they bring the energy up. If there's someone who's great, they don't interrupt it. They let it keep going. People don't do that consistently. Like, how do you learn how to be a good host?
And some people follow a good set by a performer, and then just kill the room.
Yeah.
So
I was like,
Every act has to build up. No, it's Don. Your observation there, but saying bring the crowd back up after a weak performer, and then just bring up the next act after a strong performer. That is what you're supposed to do as a host.
Oh yeah, I've seen hosts who don't do anything.
There's all kinds of tips and tricks.
Oh yeah, but it's just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Hosting competition.
One of the dirty words in Canadian in comedy period, is pandering. But a host kind of has to.
Yeah, that's their whole job.
Nothing gets a crowd to applaud like asking them to.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
Who's
true.
here for a good time tonight? Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Who likes oxygen? Hey.
Hey, Mike, that's my joke. That's my hosting joke.
Who likes?
No. You just did. Mike just step on my joke.
No.
It's
Who's fond of water?
It's a cheesy hosting thing I do. Is like I inform people that when comedians ask a question, if you agree in the affirmative, applaud.
Yeah, applaud.
So let's do a little test. All right, who likes oxygen? Who likes oxygen? Everyone applauds, and then I point to somebody in the audience who's got their arm crossed or whatever. What, you don't like oxygen? What are you, like the next lead singer of INXS? That's how old that joke is.
That is very old.
What are you, into autoerotic asphyxiation? Is that your thing? You're looking to be choked out? Is that it? We gotta know how your evening's gonna end.
Oh, you're blue. That explains everything.
So that's an example. So I write, like, as a host, write some specific kind of stuff that either feeds or addresses the pander, as well as things that get the crowd kind of focused. Like, they're a group of individuals. A host's job is to take that group of individuals and make them a single entity called audience.
I like that.
And I used to teach this kind of stuff. Like,
no. I think a lot of people need to be taught this kind of stuff.
Well, a lot of people have been on the scene for quite a while and never learned the lessons. So,
Yeah.
Now there's I'm the open mics. The Tuesday night open mic is returning to the. We've lost Claudio. I don't know if he's frozen. No, he's moving. Okay.
Oh, I'm here. Sorry, I'm just. Someone's just. It's comedy related, and we're just messaging for Saturday. Sorry about that.
But yeah, so August 3rd is going to be the return of the open
Comedy
mic at
Newbie
the Comedy Nest.
Tuesdays?
And Claudio's on the show.
Newbie Tuesdays.
And,
Excellent.
they've got me hosting. So.
Yeah.
Lise Gamache is
Hi, sis.
Hi. She's everybody's honorary sister at this point.
Yes,
welcome,
we've adopted
Lise.
her as the show mascot.
We're focusing on the positive of things reopening right now, and that's all kind of good. Like tonight, Tonight is vaudeville, and I am very happy to be back on stage with that. And I've got the thing is we do have some restrictions in place. I think they have found a few new seats, like they've because everything in there is like partitioned, so there is a plexiglass between
Seating.
the seating areas for people. They moved the stage so it's in the center of the room, so we have less capacity because of all these kind of restrictions. But with the tickets sold, I think they were able to make a couple more openings. Everybody will have their temperature tested when they come in.
That's great.
You know, for safety.
Mhm.
People have to keep their masks on unless they're sitting down or are on stage. So the performers can't take their mask off until they get on stage.
So if you're in the middle of the space, does that mean you're doing performance in the round?
In the round, yes.
Oh, wow.
So
Never seen that.
and vaudeville is different in the fact that it is it's a variety show.
Okay.
So I mean, on the show tonight we do have comedian Gabriel Omassi, who is doing his food tour Instagram
Yes.
stories,
And
which
drinking
are
in the park tour. too.
drinking in the park.
Yeah, that is. I'm supposed to be on that. We just haven't confirmed the date, but
Yeah.
but he is going to be on that.
He'll be
I
drinking
am gonna be
vodka.
on that.
You'll be drinking water. Is that it? Is that how it's going to work?
No, Mike, I'll be drinking vodka. People won't know the difference.
Spoiling it.
Yes.
Jean Cocteau is also on,
Yeah.
doing more of a storytelling set. We have burlesque performers Miami Minx and Satin Simone.
Mm-hmm.
They're separately. They will be performing. We've got. All right. Why did that not update? All right. We have Elias, who's the lead singer of the Continentals, because he has to perform solo. He's going to be there without the band, so he'll be working with a backing track. So, yeah, it's and we have another musical act, which I just let me just see. Oh, Heather Ragnars. How could I not forget? How could I forget Heather Ragnars? So Heather Ragnars is an amazing performer, writer performer. She was actually a guest on the Check-In Early In.
Yeah.
Do you remember
she
Claudio
was.
when it was just me and you? There, yeah. She's an amazing musician. She's been doing these Sunday shows. She's got an album out called "Bitches Love Romance." I described.
Oh, they do. They do.
I really hate the B word, but that's the title of it. I actually, for the album release party, I hosted that for her. She also, I like to describe her as her sound is like Adele.
Uh-huh.
But we just lost Dawn. Dawn turned off her camera for a second.
Okay.
She's still here. I describe her as like Adele, except a bit more raw.
Oh, yes. Hey, welcome
Hi,
back.
sorry. My computer wasn't plugged in and it was about to die.
Ah,
Yeah.
Okay.
that was the
so, yeah.
incessant ringing we heard.
I'm not sure. I
It was going
keep hearing
blink, blink, blink.
Oh, I don't think that was me.
Okay.
At least I didn't hear the blinking on my
I
side.
didn't hear it either.
I didn't hear it either.
I hear
Okay.
a buzzing when I speak, though.
No,
And Claudio's flickering for some reason.
Oh.
What?
Okay, Mike, I think there might be something wrong with your battery.
Really?
Yeah, because so
no,
far
Everyone else
everything.
is hearing this beep 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 or the flickering of Claudio.
No, I'm hearing
Claudio
like
has a bunch of natural light coming in on
notifications
one side.
from like notifications from like the internet sometimes,
Oh.
some type of messenger or something.
Nope.
And
Yeah.
yeah, your flicker's still there, Claudio. Does anybody else see Claudio's picture flickering?
No.
Okay. Well, it's
Does
weird.
anyone else hear
I don't.
it
I
buzzing
see
when
everybody else fine. I just don't
I
understand
don't
it.
hear any buzzing.
Oh,
Welcome.
So strange.
Yeah.
The haunted episode.
Yes, it is. Yes, technology at its finest.
Yeah.
So So you're hosting the Newbie Tuesdays on the 3rd. I'm going to be on the 4th. I'm going to be on the Comedy Lab. So
nice.
Yeah,
which will be also when Vaudeville will be happening because it's every Wednesday.
Yes. Yeah.
So
yeah, I was booked for August 4th, like back in early June, I think. So
Yeah, no. I got the call last week. Peter's like, "Hey, you want to be on August 3rd?" I'm like, "Oh, okay." No, you
Sure.
gave me a choice, either August or September. I'm like, thank God Newbie Tuesday is back.
So this lab, is this like a feedback mic? Like you produce you perform your set and then you get comments back?
No, it's Comedy Lab is a concept where during your set, you're given before the show, you're given a subject, and you have to come up with a new joke for that subject. You're given the subject, like I think in the afternoon of the show. So you have to write a joke about a certain topic, and that has to be you can do a whole set about it if you can, or you can just do one joke, and it's a competition, sort of like they actually judge during the show. They judge whose joke about the topic was the best, and I think they give it a little cash award for that. So
Yeah.
I thought it was a Blockbuster coupon.
Oh yes, Blockbuster. Yeah, I love Blockbuster coupons. I've got so many.
Actually, you know what? I was cleaning my room and I found I had a Blockbuster membership card.
Frame that.
Oh man.
Put it on eBay.
Archaeological exploration. The Claudio Capri.
An artifact of the late 20th century.
Oh man, Blockbuster was great, huh?
Yeah.
Oh man.
No, not really.
They
Don edited films.
Is Dawn frozen? Dawn's frozen.
Dawn is frozen. Okay, so hopefully she will come back. Do we want a little musical interlude, a little taste of Heather Ragnar's before?
Sure.
Let me just do something. There we go. A little. This is a little preview for tonight's show.
Once I wish that I'd just been lying, for all the times I've been pretending, all the times I thought the world told lies that it believed. Why can't it be so black and white that I can walk away? I'll tell you why, 'cause nothing's ever stopped me in my tracks like you saying maybe. You deserve your milestones and your time alone, and the freedom to do the things you never known. But I can't accept that this is happening. You deserve to find the things that you've been missing. You deserve to follow all your own traditions. But I wanna jump and let them not catch me. This is why. This is why we can't be friends. This is why. This is why we can't be friends. This is why I respectfully decline when you ask me to sit by you before for another woman. This is why we can't be friends. Fall in love, I'll be happy for you, but I can't stand on
There
the
we go.
sidelines.
That's a little bit of taste of Heather Ragnar's,
Yep.
who's going to be on tonight's show. I don't know if I let that play too long, so
No,
the
no,
algorithm will jump on it.
She
without
has
us
a
talking.
very, very nice voice.
Yeah, she's Icelandic.
Icelandic.
So she is Icelandic. I keep on forgetting if she's Icelandic or Norwegian, so I was about to say Scandinavian.
Well, if she was Icelandic, she would be something's daughter. But
Yeah, well, actually, that's actually Heather Ragnar's is the Anglicization of her name.
Okay. So it's probably Ragnar's daughter.
Yeah, there we go. Welcome back,
hey,
Dawn.
Ventures and internet connections over here.
Yeah, no, I hate that.
We gotta love in there.
Bless you, Claudio.
Thank you. No, I've been having. Oh no, sorry. What were you saying, Paul?
I'm not sure if the love we got was because of the music we just played. Dawn, I don't know if you heard it.
No, I didn't. What did you play?
I played a little bit of Heather Ragnars, whose real name I will attempt not to butcher it is Ragnarhida Ragnarsdatter.
Wow, yes. What country is that from?
Iceland.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
I think she's half Norwegian, half Icelandic.
Well,
she's Scandinavian. We'll just say that.
Yes, exactly.
But she's it's. I met her. Her English is fluent. She goes to school in English, like there's no accent whatsoever. And then, meeting her and her sister, and then the two of them just switch to their native language, and it's like, this is the language of elves, of fairies.
J.R.R. Tolkien was right all along.
Both of them are amazing singers, actually. So Heather has her. Heather Ragnars has a YouTube channel, just called Heather Ragnars, and so she's got a collection of music videos on there, and she's on live tonight on Vaudeville.
Yay!
Yeah, so the audience is going to be voting to determine who wins, who gets the big cash prize.
Oh, is there always a cash prize at Vaudeville?
Yes, there is. Yeah. There always is. It's I don't think any type of performance has a leg up, though. Like the more extreme circus arts usually does very well.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I mean, comedy wins almost as often as burlesque and music.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the three main categories that people will be there for. So.
I really like the idea of having the burlesque in with the comedy. In Ottawa, I've been invited to do comedy. I think, Paul, you were invited to the same show once, the Cabaret.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I really loved it. But it's a different balance of comedy with burlesque, and it doesn't have the competition part as yours does.
Yeah, and what I did with them was, I went up there a few times. I do. It's not me. It's my client.
Right.
The Love Doctor.
Yes.
He's there performing. So.
Right.
Oh, awesome. Sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. He's got the comedic elements in there, but he's all about giving good advice. So he's got his own web show as well.
Yes. Le Love Docteur.
I'm just gonna let this sort of run on the bottom. If anyone cares to donate to the show, the donate button is what's running on the bottom, but also all the links to all the other shows, including the Love Doctor. Sunday night, it's going to be. You have got
to. Yeah. You have got to get your French up to snuff, Paul, so that you can go on the French side and do Le Docteur de l'amour.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's about the Love Doctor. He has a hard enough time speaking English. So,
that is true.
Yeah, so it's the trader's tongue. But he does his thing, and as his manager, it's easier to get him on burlesque shows across the country than it is to get him on. And
as a comic, yeah, of course, yeah.
There's been thankfully there's enough people who recommend him to other producers. Like in Toronto, he was allowed to go on a show, and the person who ran it said, "Look, I trust the person who recommended your Love Doctor." But comedy doesn't work with our shows.
Okay.
And I'm saying, well, he's not doing comedy; he's doing advice. So he went up there and he slayed the audience and was invited back. Almost right away.
This is almost a niche that you've created for yourself, and I congratulate you on that.
There's other people who have started doing the same.
Oh, really? Oh, imitation is not the sincere form of flattery.
So. Yeah, there's different things. There's a clown who gives advice as well, and they did a big fringe show, and I got invited onto a podcast called the Love Drive, and then I got uninvited, and then they had that clown on.
Oh my God, that's tacky.
Yeah, very. Yeah, that's like.
Yeah.
So, there is the cult of youth that comes with performance.
Yes.
So as Mike and I are aging out, Claudio, Don.
Yes.
I don't know about that. Sorry, my age got caught in my throat. I'm gonna be 48 in September.
Oh my
child.
Yes, you're a child. You're a child.
Nice.
Mike and I were comparing 5 heads before the show started. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got a 4. 4? I don't know. We'll see. I guess from this side it might be 5.
The corners don't count. Corners don't count.
Yeah.
Exactly. Corners don't count.
Claudio's voice has gotten very low.
Yes.
I'm not sure. Usually, Claudio, you're eating the microphone, so we have no trouble hearing you. But when you were like this, it was a hard time. I don't know why I went like with the very old man voice when I moved away. I remember when we were
back in the days. I remember when we played the game Hide the Flute.
Those whippersnappers. Hide the flute? What?
Okay,
you're Italian. It's
I don't know.
supposed to be
Italian,
hide the sausage.
Italians have a very strange series of games that I'm not doing.
So
I'm just not.
So yesterday, I went to Archambault. It's like a HMV down, but whatever. And I saw this film that I want to see for a long time. It's called Brothers by Blood, but in the States it's called the Philadelphia Song. So it's about 2 brothers who are in the mob, and it's one of those a brother's evil and the other brother's good, and he has to try and kill the bad brother. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So before I bought the film, I'm like, it hasn't been coming to theaters. So I was wondering why. And it was all kind of negative reviews. And the film's 90 minutes. It was cut from 130 minutes down to 90 minutes. So then I was reading reviews such as, it was slow, it's boring, it's got no pace. And I'm like, no, I need to see this film. So I went to Archambault, and this film was $30. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to buy this film. I bought it. And after work, I'm like, let me just watch this film because I bought the DVD. I watched this film, and I'm like, what a waste of $30.
Oh no!
I'm like, wow,
$30 a minute.
Yeah, it was an hour and a half, and I was so disappointed. I'm like, wow. And then I continued reading the reviews, and it was basically they were right. It was a bland film. The only good character was Matthias Sorenbog. He's a Danish actor. He was sort of the best part of this film, but I'm like, all right, and then all the characters were talking like this the entire time, and then you have the establishing shots, but it was pictures of Philadelphia, and I'm like, all right. And then whenever there's a conflict, they were always like, don't do this. No, I need to do this.
That's convincing.
Right. And I'm like, why?
Action-packed.
And
yes. But I usually don't believe reviews though.
Same here. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to believe this review. I'm going to buy it because I want to see this film. I saw the trailer back in 2019.
And the trailer didn't give you any indication?
No, the trailer looked very good. It was a good trailer.
So they made a trailer and then they sold you a movie.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget, there are companies out there that specialize in making trailers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why the first Suicide Squad was shit.
Yeah. But you know what?
The trailer gave everything away.
But the director's cut, apparently the director's cut is supposed to be better. You know what? I'm going to find it, I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to watch it, and I'll probably regret this. I'm gonna buy this and then
buy this, watch it, regret this. That's the name of my third album.
Buy this one.
I'm not gonna buy Space Jam 2. I saw that on the weekend.
How is it?
I I liked it. The reviews said it was garbage, but I thought it made the first one look like hot garbage because Michael Jordan. Like, did you all see the first Space Jam?
Yes. When I was 6 years old.
Yeah. Oh God, you're so young. Oh my God.
I bought that film on.
I know.
Man.
But no, because the first Space Jam, Michael Jordan's like, I can't believe this is happening. Like, there's no range, right? His range was just like here, but there
because
was
he was acting to cartoons in a green screen setting.
Yeah, but
so
it was like you could just pretend.
take a non-actor and you put him in that situation. Even really seasoned actors have struggle with it.
Yeah, it was horrible. And then this other one, I was just like, oh my God, I don't know who LeBron James is, but this is believable. I actually, I'm not a sports ball person, but I just basically was watching this sports ball. That's like
a ball sports person.
Exactly, sports with ball. But I just was like, oh, you know what? I'm invested in what happens to the characters in the movie. And Michael Burnham had a cameo in that, like as the wife, and I was just like, oh! Sorry, I don't know her real name, just the Discovery Star Trek name.
Does a Tasmanian devil do anything in this film?
A few things. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, you know what? I want to go see it.
I didn't see Pepe Le Pew, so I guess he was.
He's been cancelled. It's been cancelled because he is a sexist pig.
Actually, if you pay attention, apparently in Space Jam 2, if you pay attention, they put him as one of the crowds cheering.
Really?
Yeah, and in the film originally, he like the part that they cut him out was because there's a female Bugs Bunny, and then there's also Lola, but she's with that cat that Pepe Le Pew is going after. She's supposed to be just there, the ball, and Pepe Le Pew is supposed to be like, oh, I'm going to go show her my love. And then she sees him, and then she just runs away. So as their basketball tournament is going on, you're supposed to see them running, or Pepe Le Pew and this cat. So then they took that out. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that wouldn't have had it.
and they tried to desexualize Lola as well.
Yes.
Yeah, apparently.
Yes.
I didn't even realize she was sexualized in the first place. I was just like,
yes,
what?
she was.
Well,
yes,
they made her less
quite shapely in the first incarnation.
Yeah,
that went right over my head.
Yeah, they sort of made her into an adolescent girl.
Do you see Roadrunner?
Yeah, a few times.
Okay, so Roadrunner's in there. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I liked it.
Okay, I want to see. I think it's. I want to see Leghorn Foghorn.
Oh yeah,
Foghorn, Leghorn.
Foghorn. Because he was in the first one. I'm like, I want to see him in the second.
Yeah.
But apparently the grandmother's annoying though.
Oh, I liked her. I was gonna say she's one of my favorites.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
She's an empowered female character.
Yeah.
And that's why there's people on the internet who are trashing.
Trashing.
They're against the old grandmother who keeps tweeting the cage.
But you see her drinking. Is there a reason why she's drinking? Because I'm like, because I saw
because she's old and she's got nothing else.
She's legally of age to drink. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure in some of the old ones she had a flask anyway.
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
But back then they always kept something for medicinal purposes. So
and the papers.
I want to see it. Is there? Oh man, because is there that? I forgot his name. The one with the guns all the time.
Yosemite Sam.
Yeah, I think he was benched a lot because I was just like, that's all we get.
Yeah. No, I figured they're going to put his character as a bench.
Does everyone know the origin of the term for medicinal purposes?
No.
It came up during the Prohibition when they had when they enacted Prohibition in the United States. Alcohol could be sold in a pharmacy for medicinal purposes. And so everybody had a bottle in their at home for medicinal purposes, which was like 100 proof or 150 proof alcohol, but it was for medicinal purposes.
So I feel sad
because that was legal. You could actually sell that alcohol. You could sell no other alcohol in the United States at that time.
But is being sad a medicinal purpose? Like, could I have a flask back in the day?
Yes, of course. It was a pick me. It was also marketed as a tonic. It was good for you.
And is this before or after cocaine was in the soft drinks?
Oh, they coincided. Cocaine
Nice.
was the early 20th century when the original formula was made by the chemist there in Georgia. What is Pemberton, I think his name was.
Yeah.
And it was also sold as a tonic. It was Coca-Cola was a healthful drink with the cocaine that gave you extra energy.
I wonder how they'll market brownies or look back at the marketing of edibles.
Oh, the edibles? Yeah.
Edibles are still not legally sold at the SA.
No, they're
not?
yeah.
SQDC.
Yeah.
SQDC.
I think they're being sold out west and in Ontario, but they're not here in Quebec yet.
Yeah.
No, they are. If you go to SQDC, depends which one.
Yeah.
There are a few of them where you can get edibles.
Oh, really?
Okay,
Yeah,
because
there's-
edibles were not included originally.
Yeah,
Originally,
exactly. I'm not sure if the one downtown here in Montreal they have edibles. Some of them do, some of them don't. But if they do, they have like chocolates,
They have
brownies,
and
gummies.
Yeah.
Yes, I do know gummies here in Montreal is the famous one.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, gummies. Like I went to this is before COVID, obviously. So I went to a house party and someone brought like 5 bags of gummies, and a friend of mine who does not drink and do drugs, he eats these gummies when no one told him that.
Oh no!
So he ate half a bag of gummies. I'm just so.
Oh my God!
I'm just going to the.
Was he
to the
stoned for
kitchen.
like 3 weeks?
Yeah.
I saw his eyes were red, but he kept eating them. And I'm going in. I'm like,
What are you eating?
I'm like, Steve, I'm like, what are you doing? He goes, man, I don't feel actually. So I'm walking. So we're all talking. He goes, man, I can't feel my face. I'm like, what are you talking about? But it did not occur to us that he ate the bags. We just thought he was eating regular gummies. So then my friend's like, because he came in with 5 or 6 bags, he goes, hey,
all the gummies?
one bag is missing. And I'm like, oh no. So we go back to the kitchen. My friend, because they can numb you, right? Apparently, these gummy edibles can numb you too. And he's like,
Of course.
well, guys, why is my mouth up? We're like, man, something's wrong. And then I look at the bag. I'm like, no. He goes, and his eyes were red too. And he's like,
He must have been stoned for a week.
oh, I do not know how this guy's been surviving for the past 2 hours at the party. He's always been like, man, guys, I feel like, he kept talking to us because I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, well, we
like,
do.
I'm like, no way. I'm like, how much?
We know
like, how
exactly
much?
what's happening to you, Steve.
Exactly. And I'm like, how much of those edibles did you eat? And he goes, oh fuck, I ate the wrong gummies. I'm like, oh, you son of a. And then everyone else ate the exact quantity of
That you're
him.
supposed to?
Yeah, so then by midnight, I'm the only sane person. I'm like, and I'm like, guys, and my friends are guys, we should watch like movie. And I'm like, all right. So everyone's just there. They're like, and I'm like, man, this movie's really good. And my friends like, yeah. I'm like, God damn it, guys. Jesus Christ.
Oh my Lord.
That's so funny. I could watch a film of just that sort of like
just
to end.
yeah.
So entertaining.
That would be very entertaining indeed.
Someone, a friend of mine tried to watch Blade Runner 2049 High.
Hi.
Oh.
Yeah, and he didn't. He fell asleep. I'm like,
Wow.
he fell asleep before before smoking weed. You guys, you saw it in theaters. He fell asleep, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna try watching this High." And I'm like, it didn't. Didn't work.
It's
one of my favorite films.
Edibles last for a long time because they're in your system for a long time.
I'm never going to do edibles. For me, I can't. I don't want to do weed. I don't want to drink. I can drink, but for me, edibles, I'm never going to do. I only touched the marijuana. I only touched
marijuana.
I only touched it 3 times in my life. I'm like, no, I'm good. I can't do this. I can't do this.
I've lost count.
Actually,
but
in my younger days, I had also lost count.
so this weekend, this past Saturday, I went to a barbecue and someone brought weed, and my other friend was smoking it. They were smoking, and they're both comics. And then one of the guys was just like, one of the guys was just like,
gee, comics and drugs.
Yeah, and then like he was like, Claudio, man, when you were talking to me, it looks like your head was like, flipping around really slowly. Man, I couldn't understand anything. I'm like, man, I saw you. I'm like, I don't understand how you're functioning. But he goes, oh man, I was just seeing things. Like, man, I sort of got like, I look at the ground. The ground was moving, man. I'm like, I don't know, maybe those are your feet. I don't know.
Oh no, but I found that my alcohol intake actually decreased because I'm not feeling sick, after like a glass and a half of wine or something. But it's just like, oh, okay, this is great, this is good, and I can sleep. It helps me with my insomnia.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's really good.
It's actually like indica, which some people call in the coach. I'll take a gummy late at night, and it really helps me get a solid sleep, and it's a restful sleep. It's not like taking a sleeping pill. Sleeping pills, I find I wake up, it feels like I didn't get any sleep.
Yeah, and it feels rough.
I had a friend who whenever he smoked weed, he would literally fall into what I call a comatose state. He would fall asleep and sleep so soundly that the building collapse around him. It could blow up. The earth could shake like 9 on the Richter scale. He would not wake up.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like oh my God, what are we going to do with him?
That's an exaggeration, because I have been able to wake up while having that kind of sleep, but
I wasn't talking about you, Paul. I was talking about a real friend of mine.
Because I'm not a real friend of Mike. The thing is, I
wasn't making it up. I meant
I was allergic to tobacco, so I never learned how to smoke. And like most people, when I was in high school, it's you're mixing weed or putting hash with tobacco. And people would smoke that.
Oh, okay.
Well, just just to kind of cut it.
Yes, to cut it.
So I never really did it there. I did check with the SDQC website. They don't have edibles at all. I mean, they have, you can buy oils and extracts, but you can't get anything edible in this province, though you can bring it in from other provinces, which is one of the things the SDQC doesn't like people to do.
No
well,
doubt.
you're not even supposed to transport liquor across. Provincial borders. I mean, apparently they're working on eliminating that provision, but it's still in place. And it's like there's no checkpoints at the border of Ontario, Quebec, Ontario, New Brunswick.
There have been in Quebec and New Brunswick, because of the price differences in alcohol.
Oh yeah, it's true.
They occasionally will do spot checks, and then
Well, I remember when I was in university, you couldn't get Alexander Keith's here, and there were students from the out east, exactly. They were complaining because they were stuck with Rickard's Red. They were like,
you couldn't get Moosehead for the longest time here either.
Yeah, Moosehead's bestiality. You don't want to get that. Those teeth. I mean, they're not good cutting teeth, but they grind. That's like you don't. That's seriously, you don't want that head flattened. A flat head is something else you don't want in beer. So
exactly right.
That makes a lot of sense.
Or else you do your own liquor. You make your own moonshine.
Okay. Yeah, Claudio. I think Claudio's camera is struggling.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have it looks smoky behind you, and
it's just my lighting. I'm just messing.
You're pixelated.
No, you have a lag in your feed.
Affecting your pixelation, whatnot, and you're a little bit out of sync too, Claudio. So your connection might be a little bit stressed.
Yeah. No, sorry. I just pinned my Videotron. God damn it.
Maybe it's a power.
Maybe.
Yeah, your video's frozen now.
It's still there. He blinked.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. There's just Wow! As he blinks, he gets blurry and blurrier.
I know.
It's like a superpower.
It's like stop motion in reverse.
Yeah. Darren Henwood used to do a show in his basement called the Lowdown.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I think it was that. No, that's not the Lowdown. What was it? What did he call? What was Darren Henwood's show in his basement?
I don't remember.
Is it the one that was across Canada, or is that?
No. Lowdown is Claudio's show. What was? Anyways, he did it he basically was living in this huge house that he had plenty of roommates, but they had an unfinished basement, and so he did comedy shows in that basement. And one of the shows I went there was like 2 plates of brownies. And so I took a brownie, and I went downstairs. Somebody said, "Oh, there's weed brownies upstairs and normal brownies. So like, take which one you want." And I couldn't remember which tray I took it from. and so I finished the brownie I had, and I'm a bit of a fat man, so I went back up and I said, "Okay, which one did I take it from?" I think it was that one, which was the normal one. So I'm gonna take one of the weed ones.
You double dosed yourself.
No, but after my set, I was going, "Oh, it hasn't. Maybe it's not that strong because it hasn't kicked in yet."
Oh.
So I then went and had another weed one.
Oh no!
How slow is your metabolism?
Well, I mean, an edible takes.
Yes, I know. It takes
about 40 minutes to an hour to kind of kick in.
Yeah, because it doesn't usually kick in when it's in your stomach. It has to get into your intestinal tract.
And I took one when I left.
Oh my!
And it kicked in on
one
the metro.
For the road. One for the road.
And so I missed my metro stop, but it was also I had timed it so I'm taking the last metro, so I couldn't get out of the metro to reverse and go back. I had to walk. Like I missed my metro stop and went, "Oh no, I missed my metro stop. There goes the next one."
Oh my god!
And so I ended up getting out at Snowden, I think, to go down to Sherbrooke off of, So you
had a pleasant walk.
Or did I go to Namur? I walked. Yeah, I had a nice pleasant walk. And it was just 1 foot after the other, and it was like I was nice and happy for it all. Yeah. I got a little hungry, so I ate the other brownie.
Oh no!
What was the weather amenable to having a nice walk?
Yeah, it
Thank
was.
God. I can just imagine you get out of the metro, it's pouring rain. It's like, oh fuck.
And you know what? The thing is, I don't think I would have minded.
Probably not. No.
A little bit beyond caring.
Yeah. Or a raging snowstorm. Like, I'm going to die now.
Well, we have been at this. I know we say we aim for a half hour, and Dawn does need to have her lunch.
Yeah, I guess so. This is fun.
It's 12:52. So keep being safe.
Yes.
Keep being good. Hopefully, anyone who's watching this will see you at some shows around.
Yes.
Thank you for tuning in, and thank you guys for showing up. It's good to see you all.
And everybody have a good time.
Oh yeah, definitely. Bye.
Bye-bye.